Hello, everyone. Hoping you guys can hear me okay. If anyone's there, let me know. Oh, not sure this is working well. Um, my camera's kind of grainy. Let me know if anyone's here. And we'll get started. I'm back in the land of the living today, sitting at my craft desk trying to plan on what I'll be doing on my channel in the future. I just hung up with Justine. I was trying to brainstorm with her too, because she always has loads and loads and loads of clever ideas. And I'll be chatting with her this afternoon after she is done with her meditation that she's doing this afternoon. Do let me know if anyone's there. I'm not seeing any comments, and I'm pretty sure I turned the comments on. So I'm hopeful that you're there. Or I'm totally talking to myself. I don't know. I'm not seeing any participants or anything. What is happening? It says there's 4 people here, but no participants. So I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay. Hello. Someone finally said hello. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good. All right. We're good to go. I was concerned. Anyway. All right. So, forgive that hamper right there. I'm just like noticing that. That stuff I have to take upstairs. If I could just like shimmy my body in front of it, it won't be there. Okay. There. Nobody can see my messy house. All right. So anyway, I've been brainstorming. I'm trying to figure out what I've got in store for my channel and what's been going on with me. You guys, if you watched my last live, you saw that I am pretty much settled into my house up here in New York. I still have the basement to do, but since I don't see the basement every day, I just kind of ignore it. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So I just kind of ignore it. I don't know if you're like me, but if you don't see it, it's not there. It's not a problem. Just close the door. My AC situation is good. When I moved into the house, like a week after we moved in, our AC clunked out. And most people are like, who cares? It's New York. But it was actually, they were going through a heat wave up here. So it was actually Florida weather for me and no air. So we had to pay an arm and along. There was my daughter, to have the new AC installed. So, oh yeah. So that's how it is. So let me see. I actually wrote, as I was thinking about what we were going to talk about on the live, I wrote some ideas down in my book, but I didn't bookmark my page. Here it is. I didn't bookmark my page. So let me go over a couple of things that I just want to share with you guys. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. This is a Q&A, so we can chat. Let me type this in real quick so I get the name right. All right. So be sure, just pop them in the comments. I'll see them. So first of all, I am participating in the Altenew certification program to be a certified educator, and I'm on my final challenge, or I don't know if challenge is the right word, but I'm on the final phase to be certified. And what I'm going to do to be certified is I'm actually going to teach a class online, probably via Google Hangouts, so we can interact. And it's just going to be one class. So it's the theme of my class is likely going to be one stamp 3 ways. And I'm going to teach from 3 to 5 students, no more than that. And it will be online. I will have a class kit with everything you'll need available, and it will be at wholesale costs. So if this is a class that, I just wanted to put it out there for you guys before I put it out on anything else. If that's something you are interested in taking, let me know. The class itself is free. You do have to pay for your kit, but like I said, it's going to be wholesale pricing, and it's going to have, the stamp that whatever I'm using. So that's it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Also, meet and greet. I'm going to the Altenew meet and greet this Saturday in Syracuse. But Kathy, you get the kit. So I'm just saying. They're in Syracuse. They're having their whole, I guess they're having a retreat this week. And then on Saturday, they're doing a meet and greet with some people, and I'm going to be there. And I'm being interviewed like on camera, which You guys, I'm sitting here in my PJs, like, right, you can't tell what's on the bottom half of me, but I'm sitting here in my PJs. So this kind of on camera thing I'm comfortable with because there's literally like nobody's around me. So going on camera is like, oh. So I don't want to like swig some mimosas first because then I'll be like a lush on camera. So you guys just say a little prayer for me that I don't act like a complete nut job. Ooh, and then I want to talk to you about this pottery. Um, it's like a camera in my face, though. Oh gosh. Anyway, all right. So those are the two things I wanted to talk about. Now be sure to let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. For those that are interested in taking the class, I'm only going to accept 5 students. So if you want to take the class, which is hilarious because I haven't even shown the card that we're going to make yet. I probably should have showed you, but again, there's my email. So just email me. And then the first 5 people that want to take the class, or the first 5 people that email me, I'll send you all the information and whatnot. But anyway, class itself is free. You just have to pay for your kit. I'll provide everything, but it will be at wholesale pricing, not retail, which means that usually it's 50% off what the retail price is if you're not sure. Thanks, guys. I'm totally cool when I'm by myself, but the fact with like a camera on my face, I don't know. I bet y'all didn't know, but I suffer for real. Like I'm not even exaggerating from social anxiety. So if there's like a crowd of 4 or more people, I'm like, ah. So we'll see. All right. So a couple of new hobbies that I'm taking on that I'm excited about. First up, I'm trying my hand at freehand watercoloring. If you follow my channel, you've seen that I've been doing some promotion for Skillshare. And there are all these different classes that I've been taking and very inspiring. So I'm taking, a dab at some freehand watercoloring, and I'm watercoloring some fruit. I made avocado, and I did this the other day all by myself. So I haven't even put this up yet on any of my social media. This is lavender. I hope you can tell it's lavender. And then this hasn't been trimmed down, but then I decided to do like a I don't know, loose watercolor kind of lavender. So I'm just like really into this. I have a whole, like, here's a free-handed flowers I did. So this is just like really exciting for me. So that's one new thing I'm going to do. And if you kind of want to go along on the ride with me, is that something that you would like to see on my channel? Do you want to see me like dab along and try to, on my own, not just like from overhead doing watercoloring? Is that something you want to see? Do you want to see it like in a time lapse? Probably a time lapse version because, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. So what do you think? Should that be a series on my channel and just kind of upload things as I make them? Is that something that interests you? Because it's totally different. I mean, yeah, these could be turned into cards. They could also be turned into prints for frames and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily card making. So that's why I didn't know what y'all would think. So there's that. Then I want to get back into paint pouring. I bought all this paint pouring stuff last year, and I did it a couple of times, and it's super fun, but it's super messy. So I never pulled it out again, but I've been following some different Instagrammers and been bookmarking just all their pours, and I just really want to do it. So I found a way to kind of contain my mess into one area. Is that something that you would be interested in seeing on my channel? Or do you just want to see the cards? It's like, I want to show you guys what you guys want to see. I don't like thumbs down. I don't want any unsubs if I'm showing things that just aren't your cup of tea. So what do you think about the paint pouring? What do you think about the watercoloring? And for me, I am a complete amateur at both. You are not going to get any like skills from watching me. I don't know if you want to see it or not. Whatever. Let me know. And that's literally all I wrote down. So yeah, so let's see. Let me see if I've got any questions. So yes, I'm seeing a lot of yeses for both. So that's nice. I did see one question about a cost for the kit. Gosh, I don't know because I wish I could give you that information. Once I figure out exactly what stamp set I'm using, I would think I'll be able to give you a pretty good idea. I would need to include the stamp set. Um, I wish I knew. Wish I knew. I don't know. It's not a lot. I mean, it's not going to be over $50, but that's a lot. That sounds like a lot to me for a kit for a class. So I'm going to figure out it's going to be as cheap as possible because I want you to take the class. I want to provide you with the stamp set and maybe the coordinating die that we're using, and then you can incorporate your own, your blocks, all that stuff you have on your own. Your inks, I want you to be able to use the inks that you have. So I would say it would probably be the wholesale cost at most of a stamp and die together. And then the shipping would be like really cheap, like first class, baby. First class is how we do it here. All right. Melissa, strangers, they are daunting. They are so daunting. And then not only, but with the camera thing, like what if it's like, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how anybody can do debates or speeches or anything like that. When I had to take speech in college, I literally signed up for the online speech class. So I didn't have to get up in front of people because if I got up in front of people, they would see me throw up. Okay, yeah. Oh, you know what other paint I've gotten into is gouache. Actually, this was made with gouache. So I'm taking multiple classes on Skillshare at the same time because I like to dabble a little bit here, a little bit there so I don't get bored. And so I'm learning all about gouache. First of all, the fact that I learned how to pronounce it is like everything to me. And Wendy. And here's like where I keep some of my gouache right now. So that's that. I forgot about that. So with watercoloring, it will be, pretty much what I have. And I tell you, once I got into like for reals watercoloring, like freehand and stuff, you want to know the watercolors that I like the most, like for real. And one of my biggest, I was going to do a video on things I regret buying, but I'm not going to do it because just because I regret buying it doesn't mean it was a mistake. It was just like, why did I buy this? I'm never going to use this. This was something that was on trend. I'm an impulse buyer, so I bought it. But if I go online and give out all of the things I wish I never bought, well, that would be like pretty crappy to the companies. And it's not them, it was me. So I'm not doing it. But anyway, one of the things that I wish I hadn't invested in like 50 billion different watercolor palettes. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's like, find a good one. And a good one doesn't mean it's $9,000. It doesn't have to be super expensive, but find a good one and stick with it. So for the longest time, I was using the Gonzai Tombi watercolors, and those are fantastic for watercoloring on cards and stuff. But when I started to do like freehand, watercoloring, and this thing hasn't been trimmed down either, they weren't thick enough. So I went to my Altenew watercolors, and I'm telling you what, this palette is awesome. Awesome. I couldn't believe it. So really, this is what I keep out on my desk for the most part. It's fantastic. I hope they release more colors. I'm going to ask them when I see them this weekend because I really feel like they should. They should listen to me. Oh, thank you. My realness is inspiring. I love that y'all say that about me because I really do, what you see is what you get type person. It's really true. Watercoloring is my least because you don't do it well. Paint pouring is definitely something to try. Hey, man, if I can watercolor this, you can watercolor this. I promise. Amy, I don't know that you missed a lot. You can catch it back on the replay. I just got rid of, now back to watercoloring. I see those are some questions. They are huge investments. There are now there's things like student grade, artist grade, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, you can mix up so many colors to create your own custom colors. You probably only need a good 5 to 6 colors of whatever paint you like. I mean, you can go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby and grab something and keep it simple. Or this palette from Altenew is great. But I have a whole, I'm actually getting rid of my Gonzai. I have a pile. That's what I'm looking at because Justine and I do this a lot. We both FaceTime each other and we purge together, and she holds us up and I'm like, yes or no. And I do the same thing. I'm like, do I want this? No. And then it goes in the get rid of pile. And that's what we did a couple of days ago. We both sat on the floor and purged. And the Gonzai as great as it is. I mean, I've had that for, oh gosh, I got it 2 houses ago, so I've had it for a long time. But sometimes your tastes evolve or they change or whatever. I have not tried Pink Fresh, so I didn't even know they had. I know they have the liquid watercolors. I tend to like palettes only because everything is right in here. You don't have to mix up different things. But listen, I have Mission Gold. I have Daniel, whatever his name is, or her, whatever. I got that person. I got what's that other? And then I have the Bria Reese watercolors that are in the tubes, and those are really good and concentrated too. And they're great. And then I have gouache. Koi was my very first palette I ever bought, and that was great. I ended up giving it to Lily, my daughter, but that was a great palette. It was small. I like a little bit more room. Yeah, so you can either get the tubes and then you can buy a palette and then you can mix it all together, which I have over there. I have the Mission Gold. I have the Daniel Smith. I feel like there's something I'm missing. What am I missing? I don't know. I got so much junk. It's ridiculous. Let's see. I'm ashamed to say I have no watercolor. Don't be ashamed. Some people don't watercolor. They just don't. Actually, speaking of Justine, she's not really big into watercoloring, but she has so many watercolors. I know. I need a moderator. I don't know how to stop it. It is what it is. Ignore. Listen, you don't got to be artistic. Listen, I promise. Oh, hey, CP. CP's in the house. Let's see. Somebody asked a question. What do you suggest if you want to upgrade from Koi? I'm telling you. I'm going to go look right now and see how much these are. Hold on. I'm telling you. These are everything. I love them. They are so thick and creamy and concentrated, and they give you a big sheet for palette. Sorry, I'm not looking at anything right now because I'm trying to find them on the website real quick so I can find it for you. They come in, I know it's 36 pan set. Bada bang, bada boom. Let me just flick over there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So it looks like it is $36 and they're sold out. But other places have it. Hold on. Now it's happening. Now I'm on a mission. They're just great. And then if I can't find out, I hate that I'm doing this. Yeah, here we, they're out of stock. I will find them. I can't believe it. Why are they out of stock? Are they not coming back? Please don't go away. I'll be so sad. But that's how much they are. You just have to find them. Oh, let's see if it's here. Oh my gosh, they're out of stock everywhere. I don't want to continue to to talk about it if it's not available. So I'm going to move on. Let me get back to my chat. Okay. Let me see what I'm missing. Anyway, let's see. Collect supplies. I feel you. Let's see. Is there any way to get Nuvo embossing paste from a stencil? Oh, it dried on there? I think that you should let it be an embellishment. What I mean, do you have something like Goof Off that you could maybe put on there? Or do you have like the Misty plastic cleaner or anything like that? Or let it soak in some like Dawn dish soap, maybe warm water and Dawn dish soap, and see if you can see if it can soften up so you can get it off. That's my tip. I'm just dying. Hold on, I'm going to text Altany real quick. Hold on. I'm doing a YouTube live and I'm wondering if the pan watercolors are coming back in stock. Let's see what they say. Okay. All right. What other questions do we have? What I need. Anyway, let me tell you something. Linda. I got to get rid of that guy. Goodbye. Adios. Peace out. I don't have time for that. right? It's like, don't be messing with our chats. What is with people? Get a life. All right, moving on. I need good advice on taking pics for Instagram. Well, I'm just now getting into taking photos, like almost to the point where I've probably only like published one picture since I've taken my class and educated myself. But I've been doing it for a while, but that's that. Ugh. Okay, sorry. This is what happens. I need and it's yeah, I need a moderator. Who wants to be a moderator? Because I can't have I just can't have that. This is what okay, if you take a picture in Instagram, you want the square, right? How do you take a picture? Because I take all my pictures with my iPhone. I film all my videos with my iPhone. Um, so my iPhone has settings for square, portrait, etc., etc. And so that's how I do it. You can also use a service like PicMonkey, and PicMonkey used to be free, but it's not anymore. But I don't know how much it is now. But PicMonkey actually has those settings, like those templates for the Instagram story, Instagram profile, Instagram thumbnail, all this stuff. They're presets, which is definitely helpful. And that's how I do it. I use a lot of presets. Now, as far as lighting and stuff, I use two apps. The Lightroom CC app, free. By the way, my apps are free that I use, not my apps. I use Lightroom, and I also use an app called Snapseed. And you can find tons and tons of YouTube tutorials on how to use these apps. You can also find some. I found the Snapseed on Skillshare, and that's how I kind of adjust my lighting and all that kind of stuff. I don't have a light box. I don't have a light ring. Actually, my light ring got broken when I moved, and I'm not going to replace it because I just don't need it. I just don't need it. And that's that. I can post my pic, but the data is always across the middle of the photo. What data? What do you mean? What data? Like your text? The apps that I use here, I'll put them in here in the chat here. Lightroom, Snapseed. Oh, the date. I can post picture on it, but the date is always across the middle of your photo. Why do you have the date on your photo, I wonder? I don't have an Android. I have an Yes, by the way, yes, the Altenew pan watercolors will be back in stock. Boom. I'll link to it for you now that I've harassed them. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so they're 36 bucks. FYI. Let me find a link for you. Anyway, moving on. So I have, I'm thinking that if the date is on your photo, it's got to be a setting in your photo setting of your phone. So I wish I could help you. That's a good, like, Google it. Doesn't do the, yeah, it's got to be, I think Amy's right. It's probably a setting. So you need to go to like your settings in your phone and then go to the camera settings and then have it to where the date's not there. It's got to be a setting. And then I did write the two photo apps that I use. Back to the light ring. Yeah. So when it broke, I don't want it. I didn't get it. So I'm not missing it. And finding and using those two apps. Sometimes I use one, sometimes I use the other, sometimes I use both. They have different features or whatever. I have a friend that does all of her light editing in the Instagram app. So I just found out how to do square photos, but the pic I want to post is a rectangle. You can just resize it. You go if you PicMonkey. I'm sure there's so many. I don't even know, but PicMonkey is what I'm familiar with. to resize your pictures. And I like that they have the presets because I'm not good with like dimensions and all that stuff. Figuring out what's what. They have everything on PicMonkey for Facebook, for Instagram, for social media rooms I've never heard of. So, yeah. So I don't have any kind of light box ring thing. Just saying. I find I don't need it. All right. What else can we talk about? Any other questions? Anyone? I feel like I've got more to say. I feel like I should have written more down. Hit me up with some more questions. Ba, 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 ba. Where'd everybody go? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Copic storage. I don't use a lot of Copics anymore. I have all of the Altenew markers, but yes, Amy. So I guess I'll show you. I have to unclip my microphone, which to be honest, I don't even know if it's working. So hang on a second. I'll show you where I store mine, but all of my storage comes from Organize More. They have marker storage, stamp ink storage. They got it all. They got it all. All right, let me find my. This is my preference. Someone asked. Yes, like in a room. So this is where I store my markers. These are tray organizers, and they come with all these different dividers. You don't have to they come with different, like here's the one that has a lot. Then they have ones that's like a big, that has 4 compartments, 8 compartments, 16 compartments. And these fit inside your IKEA Alex drawers if you have those. But that's where I store all my markers. But they also have a marker storage stand, which you can hang, or it sits right up on your desk, and you can put all your markers in there. And that's that. That's where I get all my storage. Let's see, what did I miss? How to properly hold the life-changing brush. Okay. I just recently purchased the Stamp Market brushes. I don't own the life-changing brushes. Let me put that out there. I don't own them. Originally, I have the ones from Amazon, which I love. I just knocked my paint water over. Oops. Did y'all hear that? My bad. Anyway, gotta love the lives, right? Anyway. So I don't have the life-changing brushes. So these are the ones that I have from Amazon. And then I just got these. And all you do to hold, I just hold them at the bottom. And I kind of like place my finger like at the top. And then I'll just blend. Don't hold it up here. You'll get hard lines, and then just blend. So basically I'm gripping the base of the brush. I hope that answers that question. I cannot believe I just spilled all that water everywhere. Let's see. Can you come visit CP and bring Melissa, you're so nice. I already went to visit CP like forever to get there, and that was down when I lived in Connecticut. And it was only supposed to be like 8 hours, and I went with Christy Goulet, and it turned out to be, I'm sorry, I'm cleaning up my water that I just spilled everywhere. My dog's under my desk. Okay, moving on. Let's see. I have a question. I do not have finances to buy all kinds of inks, and I only have a handful of oxides, and I've fallen in love with them. So I do not want to invest in a bunch of other brands. So there are any colors of distress oxides I should get for doing floral images? Really, you know the oxides, you know the product, you know the quality, you know the techniques you can do with them. So really, they're just colors that you like. For flowers, I always do bright colors. So I'm talking green, pink, yellow, orange, red if you're doing roses, blue, like a mint or a turquoise blue. So really, I just say get what colors that you like personally and go with it. I do have the oxides. I don't have the distress inks anymore. I had gotten rid of all of my inks and I kept my oxides because I just love all the different techniques that you can do with them. So I love the inks. Which brush do I like better? I have not even had a chance to use the Stamp Market brush, so I cannot speak to that brush yet. But my Amazon brushes worked great for me. And that's kind of what, but they look very, very, very similar. So we'll see. I just like these because they were white. I don't know. I'm just ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. Let's see if I missed anything. Are you sitting in your cry? This is my cry. I think I already said that. Can you show me how I already said that? I already talked about the storage. All right. I think I'm caught up. I think I'm caught up on my questions. So yeah. Anything else? Anyone have anything else they want to ask or anything else they want to say? Now that I've just made a big hot mess. I don't even know if this is on. Cannot believe I spilled all my paint water on a live. Duh. Hey, Tiffany. I do have a Rascog. This is one of them, right? And then I have another one right there. I have 2 Rascogs. I sure do. Come on, Heidi. Oh, you know who's coming to visit me today is Maureen. Maureen Merritt. She was on the Catherine Puller design team. Mama Mo. Oh, I'm glad my mic is on. Yay. So I have her coming back and she has a Chick-fil-A near her. So she's bringing me Chick-fil-A back. Amy, does it work well on carpet? The Rascog? Yeah, you can roll it around. Where do you live, Heidi? Hi from India. Mine is in need of some. I missed Kathy. Mine is in need of what? I missed it. Oh, maybe you're in need of some Rascogs? I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Oh, New Hampshire. Jed Bartlett was from New Hampshire, the fictional president from The West Wing. I have an organizational video up, Kathy, on my channel, which talks about pretty much what I have in this craft room now, if you want to look. Talks about where at my pegboard, my cheap pegboard from Home Depot, how I store all my Nuvo drops and all that stuff. I got it all on that. I love Jed Bartlett. Rascog storage ideas. Yeah. I might go over that in my organizational video, my Rascog storage ideas. If not, let me add it to my list. I dropped my pen on the ground with my water too. I'll add that to my list just in case I didn't go over it. So hold on, Rascog storage ideas. Cool. Me too. I love my Rascog. I do. And I know other companies have like 3-tiered carts as well. But I tell you, I had an IKEA near me, so there you go. Did your setup change? Not really. Really, now that I'm sitting here looking around. Nope. It's pretty much all the same. Except now I have hardwood floor with a rug over it from Amazon. One of the time, flip the top basket so it turned. Yes, I did that as well. I did flip the top basket. But then someone actually on that, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that tip of flipping the top was so awesome and brilliant. And I thought I came up with it on my own. And no, I didn't. It was already out there. But then someone, I'm trying to show you something, which is why I'm getting all this stuff out of the way. But then someone told me about this. And it's just a tray. Got it off Etsy. You probably make it. And it sits right inside the top basket. So I'm still able to use the basket to put my stuff in. And then this sits on top. But if you're keeping something heavy on the top, you're not going to want to keep moving it all over the place. but I keep a bunch of stuff thrown in that top basket. And usually my computer sits on it. So I was like, yes, thank you. Who told me that? I was going to paint it. I was going to chalk paint it, and I never did. So there you go. I don't keep anything heavy on it, so it works for me. A big shot I wouldn't want to keep moving all over the place. So yeah, so anybody else have, oh, the pottery. So right up the road for me is a pottery, it's like a pottery school, right? Where I can learn how to use the wheel and learn how to make my own pottery, because I bought this. And by the way, can I just say that this right here, first I'm like, this is so ugly. You rest your finger on it. It's everything to me, everything to me. And I love this pottery. So I'm going to learn how to make this. So I'm taking an 8-week course. It doesn't start until October though. And I'm going to learn how to make pottery and use the little wheel thing. And then I'm going to learn how to glaze and then how to put it in the fire and all that stuff. And I'm so excited. And it's literally a mile from my house. So yes, I'm everything. This is everything. That's what I also was going to say. I knew I had something else to say, totally unrelated and not anything I can put on my channel because I don't have a pottery wheel or clay. But anyway, I'm super duper. I didn't get that Jack comment. That's why I was waiting for the follow-up. But now I get it, and that's funny. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm super excited. This place is right up the road. The people are really, really, really nice to me. And I have no idea what just happened here, but bye. Anyway. God, this is the bad thing about lives. I forget. I need to just get a moderator in advance. Now I know. Lesson learned. Anyway, that's that. All right. Any other questions before I hit it? Now, if you're watching this stream after the fact and it's no longer live, you can still ask me questions and I'll answer them in future videos. Do you guys like watching lives on replay? I've always wondered about that. So that's why I never really did too many lives. But people have really liked my last couple, which the last one was so impromptu. I'm like walking around my house, and I'm hoping I make anybody sick. But from what I'm gathering, people like lives. Could be wrong. Definitely wrong all the time. So anywho. All right. How long have I been on? 37 minutes. I think that's enough of your time that I've taken. So there you go. All right, I don't see too many more questions, so I don't do a lot of things. And pottery I haven't even started yet. And watercoloring, I mean, I only showed you the best that I've made, which is, I mean, there's a lot sitting in my trash can. Oh, I know the trolls are driving me crazy, and it gets me distracted, and then I lose my train of thought. How long did it take me to set up my craft room? Well, there's still boxes on the floor, to be honest. That's what I keep looking at, the boxes of mess. As I look down, I just now see my brain just went, I need to clean that up. I need to do this. I mean, I have a hamper sitting over there. Look at that. You see that? What kind of videos do you want to see? Like maybe I can do like some live stream like themes, you know what I'm saying? Like not just getting on and just rambling about like all over the place. Like maybe I can do themed live streams. For instance, Tiffany has asked, what is your creative process? You come up with ideas. That might be good for just a dedicated live stream. So can I do that? You think that's a good idea? Woo! And that way, my streams aren't just so like all over the place. I feel like a caffeinated squirrel. I'm just like, and then I don't want to bore anybody. How I come with what? Okay, I'll go back and read that. Let me write Tiffany in the background. But I think having like specific streams dedicated to questions might be more beneficial than just blah, 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 which is what I feel like I do all the time. I am going to have a Christmas card series. I'm going to do the 7 days of Christmas. I'm not doing the 12 days of Christmas. Last year I did 24 out of 25 days on my YouTube channel and hardly anybody watched them. So I'm not doing that again. That was so long. I was like, why did I do this? But I do have a Christmas series I'm thinking of. If there's anything specific that you want to see in my series, do let me know. All right, that's another good thing. I want to take my guidance from you. So let me know. I like that, Melissa. That's what we should name it. Am I going to have a D-stash? I have a whole pile sitting on the floor over there, Beverly. That will go into a nice box. If you're interested, send me an email. So the Christmas series is good. So live stream topics, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do that. What else? What else? See, I'm bouncing around all over the place. How long did it take up? Oh, I never did answer that all the way. I mean, I'm not completely done, but I would unpack boxes when I would wake up super early in the morning because I couldn't sleep. And so it didn't take me long, but it was still a mess and it wasn't really organized. But I had things like put away pretty quickly. Plus, it's my front door is like right there. So I couldn't make it, like I couldn't leave it that messy. You did, Heidi. Oh, thank you for saying that. Ooh, Razcog is a good one. Thank you for saying that because my views were so low compared to other videos. I was like, nobody wants to see Christmas cards from me. But thank you for saying that, like for reals. Can you do a live using only extra backgrounds you've previously made? You want to know what's hilarious? These are all the backgrounds I've made. Can you even? I mean, seriously. Can you do a live using only extra? I love these. I love these. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Trolls. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tiffany. You're so sweet. I absolutely can. What's a background swap? Like I send you my background, you send me yours? I'm loving these ideas and I'm loving I can go back and reread all these comments after the live because I know I've missed stuff. I love that, Tiffany. That is a great idea. Definitely backgrounds. You're full of ideas, Tiffany and Dawn. Boom. Backgrounds. Quick cards. I have to write notes to myself. Great idea. Actually, 3 cards that I made. The 10 stamps has a new release. I think it was available yesterday, but I'm part of an Instagram hop that's tomorrow. And 3 of the backgrounds that I made when you'll see it, if you follow me on Instagram, it's the wreath. Like I made 3 butterfly cards and I'm not talking about those. And then I made wreath cards. Those backgrounds were all from that pile right there. You did Christmas cards based off of mine? Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Thank you. I swear that series to me, I was so let down after I did it. I was like, oh, I even whined to Justine. I remember whining to her. So I do want to do a Christmas series. I just need an idea. I want to do 7 days of Christmas. And I need to come up with like a topic for each day. So, oh yeah, all those backgrounds. I remember when I first discovered the color, I mean, I'm still in there. That's a great idea, Heidi. Send this and use it. I love it. I love it because you invest, your time, your product, and you want to be able to use it. Thank you. Non-traditional, true, very true. If you have ideas for my series that you want to see, let me know. Seriously, live stream ideas, just video techniques ideas. If you want me to use a specific product, let me know. All this stuff, let me know. I love this. Look, Shelly and Melissa were typing almost the same thing at the same time. I love it. I was going to say something else. See, that's why I need dedicated lives so I can focus. Oh gosh, I was going to say something so smart. I'm sure it was brilliant and I've already forgot. It is true. Sometimes you get stuck. When all else fails, grab a die cut. That's what I say, Heidi. Grab a die cut. No, I already said that. I already said that about the ton. I don't know. Whatever. Alive on using backgrounds. Yes, to finish card. That is a great idea. We will do it. I'm loving that idea. You guys are just so awesome. And it's 6x6 trees all coming in the center. Simon's has a stamp I'm getting on Friday. It's a 6x6 trees all coming in the center. Oh, sounds interesting. I don't know what you're talking about as far as the stamp goes, but that sounds cool. That's I love snarky too. I love snarky as long as they don't have cuss words in them. So anyway, so to recap, that these are coming back in stock. These are the watercolors I like. But I think that should be a whole different. Ooh, hey, you know what I could do a live on, because I can actually paint these. A live on painting this lavender. What do you think? Because it's one thing I can actually do. I can actually paint. I'm struggling with the fruit for reals, and like the simple ones too, like the peach, because I can't paint a circle. I'm not kidding. I kid you not. Actually, here, I'll show you. Garbage. What is this? See? Anybody can do it. I promise. Promise. Okay. All right. I'm going to go 45 minutes, taking up enough of your time. My daughter is super quiet, so I have to go find out where she is. And paint the lavender. I'm excited about doing that. Painting the lavender, because the lavender. Oh, I'm so excited. And I can't really schedule live streams like day in advance. Like this morning, for instance, this one, I'm like, I'm going to get up and put my makeup on, so I'm going to do a live stream today. So that's how this one came to be. I didn't even because I got dressed. So they're always going to be available for replay. I am going to hit up some people to be moderators, because you can see my eyes go over here and then I completely forget what I'm talking about, because it just baffles me how people are just so bleh. What's wrong with people? It's like, go do something productive. You know what I'm saying? Go mow the lawn. No, I'm kidding. Go make me coffee. Go on a Chick-fil-A run for me. Oh my God, that would be everything. All right, enough. Thanks for watching. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I'm so excited. I'm going to go back, read all these comments, figure out what's happening. And it's on a live stream series. It's on like Donkey Kong. That makes no sense. It's on like right on rice. There. All right. Bye-bye.